Every day, mountains of waste are thrown out that could have been turned into something valuable. What most people see as junk, boxes, bottles, wires, or even food scraps, can actually become products people pay for or services businesses rely on. In this video, we're going to uncover the machines that make it possible. Each one takes a common type of trash and transforms it into something that creates income, saves space, and solves a problem. Once you see how they work and how people are turning them into businesses, you may never look at waste the same way again. EPS Foam Densifier. An EPS foam densifier is designed to handle one of the trickiest types of waste, styrofoam. Everyone has seen those big white blocks that come with TVS, refrigerators, or furniture. They take up huge amounts of space in bins but are almost weightless, making them expensive to throw away and nearly impossible to recycle without special equipment. That's where the densifier comes in. It works by pressing or lightly heating the foam, squeezing out all the air inside it. Since styrofoam is made up of about 98% air, the machine can shrink a giant pile into a solid block that's easy to stack, move, and sell. Those dense blocks aren't trash anymore. They become raw material for new products. Recycling companies buy them to make picture frames, floor trim, insulation, and even park benches. For small business owners, this means two streams of income. You can collect styrofoam from stores or local businesses that want to save on disposal costs, and then sell the compacted blocks to buyers who need the material. It's a smart way to turn something everyone wants gone into a steady, low-cost product that has real market demand. Cardboard Shredding Machine. A cardboard shredding machine takes piles of bulky boxes and turns them into practical, money-making material. Instead of sending old cartons to the dumpster, this machine slices them into strips, chips, or soft mats that can be reused in countless ways. The working process is simple. Feed flattened cardboard into the hopper, and heavy-duty blades cut it down into uniform shreds. Those shreds are perfect as eco-friendly packaging filler, protecting items during shipping without the cost of bubble wrap or plastic peanuts. Pet owners buy it as animal bedding, gardeners use it for mulch or compost carbon, and craft businesses repurpose it for DIY projects. This creates multiple revenue paths. Sell shredded cardboard directly to local shops needing packing material, contract with farms or kennels, or even offer a shredding service to businesses overwhelmed with boxes. The beauty of this machine lies in its low cost of input. Free cardboard is everywhere, and the steady demand for sustainable, recyclable alternatives. Plastic Shredder Machine. A plastic shredder machine is built to handle everyday plastic waste, like bottles, jugs, crates, and old containers. Instead of leaving bulky items to pile up or paying to have them hauled away, this machine cuts them into small, uniform pieces called flakes. The process is simple to understand. Plastics go into the machine's hopper. Sharp rotating blades chop them down, and out comes a stream of clean, manageable flakes. These plastic flakes are in demand because they can be melted and reused to make new products, everything from pipes and packaging to furniture and even 3D printing filament. For a small business, the opportunity is clear. You could sell shredded plastic directly to local recyclers, provide shredding services for companies that generate plastic waste, or even partner with artists and crafters who need recycled material for creative projects. The advantage is huge. Plastic is everywhere, and most people struggle to get rid of it responsibly. By shredding it, you provide both a solution and a product, turning everyday waste into something that pays you back. Glass Bottle Recycling Shredder. This shredder is designed to deal with one of the heaviest and most troublesome types of waste, empty bottles and jars. Instead of letting them pile up or paying for constant dumpster pickups, this machine crushes bottles into small pieces of glass called cullet. The process is straightforward. Bottles go in, the machine's crushing system breaks them down, and the output is uniform glass pieces that are safe to handle and easy to store. What makes this valuable is that cullet has many uses. Glass manufacturers use it to make new bottles because it melts faster and saves energy. Landscapers and homeowners buy it as decorative gravel or ground cover that sparkles in the sun. It can even be used as a sand replacement for projects like roadwork or pipe bedding. Bars, restaurants, And event venues also benefit by reducing huge piles of bottles into a fraction of the space, cutting their waste costs. For small businesses, it creates two opportunities. Offer shredding services to local businesses that produce glass waste and sell the crushed glass to companies or individuals who need it. It's practical, sustainable, and profitable. Paper briquette press. This machine is a simple but powerful way to turn waste paper into something useful. Old newspapers, junk mail, shredded office paper, or even thin cardboard can all become fuel for heating. The machine works by pressing wet paper pulp into tight, brick-shaped blocks. Once these blocks are dried, they can be burned just like firewood. The process is easy to follow. Paper is first soaked in water until it becomes a soft pulp. That pulp is then loaded into the press, which squeezes out the excess water and shapes it into solid bricks. After a few days of drying, you have sturdy briquettes ready to use in fireplaces, stoves, outdoor fire pits, or camping trips. The real opportunity comes from selling these briquettes. Homeowners in colder areas want cheaper, eco-friendly fuel options. Campers and outdoor enthusiasts like the convenience of compact fuel blocks. You could also set up collection services for schools or offices that produce lots of paper waste, then recycle it into briquettes for sale. Copper wire granulator machine. A copper wire granulator machine is built to unlock the real value hidden inside old cables and cords. Instead of selling insulated wires for scrap at a lower price, this machine separates the copper from the plastic coating, so you can sell both materials on their own. The process is simple to understand. Wires are fed into the machine, rotating blades chop them into tiny pieces, and then airflow separates the heavy copper granules from the lighter plastic. The copper that comes out is clean, shiny, and ready to sell at near full market rates. Copper is always in demand, especially with the growth of electric vehicles, construction, and electronics. The plastic pieces also have value and can be sold for recycling into new products. For a small business, the model is straightforward. Offer to collect old wiring from electricians, contractors, or demolition sites. Many of them would rather hand over the waste than deal with it themselves. You then process the wires, sell the copper for a strong return, and move the plastic as a bonus. It's a low-risk, high-reward way to turn tangled cords into steady profit. PCB depopulator. A PCB depopulator is a machine designed to strip valuable parts off old circuit boards. Instead of manually removing tiny components one by one, this machine uses heat and vibration to loosen the solder and shake the parts free. The result is a clean, bare board on one side and a collection of components and solder on the other. Why is this important? Circuit boards are packed with copper, gold, and other valuable metals. Once the boards are cleared, they are easier to recycle for metal recovery. The loose components can also be sorted. Some may be reusable, while others contain small amounts of precious metals worth extracting. For small businesses, this creates an opportunity. You can collect discarded electronics, depopulate the boards quickly, and then sell the cleaned boards to refiners at a better price. It's an efficient way to turn outdated electronics into profit while reducing e-waste. Glass bottle cutter. A glass bottle cutter is a simple tool that turns empty bottles into creative and sellable products. Instead of throwing away wine, beer, or soda bottles, this machine scores a clean line around the glass. With a bit of hot and cold water, the bottle separates neatly along that line. After sanding the edge smooth, you're left with something ready to be repurposed. The uses are endless. The bottom half of a bottle can become a drinking glass, candle holder, or plant pot. The top section works as a lampshade or even part of a wind chime. Sets of upcycled glasses made from branded liquor bottles or colorful craft beer bottles are especially popular. For business, it's low cost and high creativity. Bars, wineries, and restaurants often give away their empty bottles for free, meaning your raw material is everywhere. With some imagination and finishing, each bottle becomes a unique, eco-friendly product customers are eager to buy. Food compost machine. A food compost machine takes everyday kitchen scraps, like fruit peels, coffee grounds, and vegetable leftovers, and turns them into rich compost that gardeners call black gold. The machine speeds up the natural breakdown process by mixing, heating, and drying food waste until it becomes a soil-like material full of nutrients. Instead of rotting in a landfill, those scraps become something useful for plants and gardens. For small businesses, this creates two strong opportunities. First, you can collect food waste from homes, restaurants, or small grocery stores that want a cleaner and greener way to dispose of it. Second, the finished compost can be packaged and sold to gardeners, landscapers, or community farms. Many people are willing to pay for organic, locally made compost because it helps their plants grow better. It's a straightforward cycle. Collect waste for a fee, process it through the machine, and then sell the compost. What used to smell like garbage now smells like profit. Now, the real question isn't which machine works best, but which stream of waste you see around you every single day that could be turned into income. Because once you spot it, it's hard to ignore, and even harder not to imagine what could be done with it next.